What is up, my little sugar boogers? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new episode of Let's Play The Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle. Good morning, you guys. So currently in-game, it is Harvestfest, and although Ben and Marlowe aren't really big on holidays, this is just one of the holidays that they can appreciate because at the very least, it is a symbolism of being thankful and grateful. So as you guys can see, one of Marlowe's favorite traditions is to have the thankful spirit, and everything else is just kind of in the gray. Now for Ben, again, he's not huge on holidays or any type of celebration, but you know, he kind of goes with the flow, and because Marlowe is somewhat interested in Harvestfest, they have decided to go ahead and have a little dinner party around 1 o'clock or so, which is kind of early for a dinner party, but you know what, like, better late than never, I suppose. Another thing I definitely wanted to do was to have them work really hard on earning some extra simoleons because Marlowe has noticed on the auctions there is another container for sale, but each one of these containers is $2,700, and as you guys can see, that is pretty much on the cusp of our finances. Like, we don't really have a lot more to spend. I almost forgot to tell you how the rest of last night went. It was crazy. Between Marlowe and Jade getting down in the bubble blowers and Nox and Jade literally almost boxing, it was a night to remember. I did ask you guys, do you foresee Nox and Jade kind of being an item, a thing? And a lot of you guys didn't really see the chemistry, but sometimes y'all, opposites do indeed attract. So I recently did an entire mod video, like literally a few days ago, about some of the mods I will be featuring in this particular episode. So if you guys are interested in them, I highly recommend that you watch the video. I will link that video at the end of this one. Right now, Ben is just kind of taking care of our garden. I am thinking if we don't go and get another, this little girl is so sad, and I think Marlowe can kind of see her out of like the corner of her eye. What is her name? Her name is Nani. We're gonna come over and greet Nani really quick. Marlowe is such a child enthusiast. I don't even think that's the proper word, but she just loves kids, and I think it also stems from the fact that she herself feels like she never really got the childhood that she deserved, if that makes sense. So whenever she sees children or like, you know, kids in general, she just kind of gravitates towards them naturally. In fact, yeah, I think it's no secret that Marlowe absolutely would love to become a mother herself. So right now she's just greeting Nani, and even though she doesn't know her, she's a complete and total stranger. She's just trying to cheer her up because it's Harvestfest. Like, you know what I mean? I almost feel like we should invite her to our Harvestfest party. But we're gonna be thankful and just kind of show her our enthusiasm for meeting her and compliment her. Just try to brighten up her day a little bit. But with that, I'm also going to go and have Ben, as I was saying earlier, order a couple things from the phone. So we can go and now place orders through our phone to purchase items. So Ben wants to make a special crafted Harvestfest Fizzy Fizz. I think we are going to need some items to do that. So I don't know if we could just purchase seeds or if we have to like purchase, can we purchase like fruits and stuff? I know that there was not a mod, but an item that would allow me to purchase fruits, which would have been perfect. But I think I can just purchase some seeds, and let me grab just some regular traditional like starter fruits. I don't think there's anything else that I could grab other than these guys. I could actually pick up some rare seed packets, but those are $1,000 each. We could also pick up farmer veggie and herbs. But I was trying to tell you, like, if we don't get the container, I'm definitely going to move our garden to the top of our container home so that it gets more sunlight. So let me go and open up these packets just to see what it is that we ended up getting. Okay, all right. So we've got some plantains. We have a little apple moment happening there. I don't know how, but it looks like Nani and Marlowe are getting along great. She actually just acquired the singing skill. I really do feel like Marlowe would be an amazing mom. Like, I don't know. A lot of you guys were also saying how you feel that Marlowe and Ben are at completely two different stages in their lives. Like, he is literally here trying to like save Port Promise, and she just wants to be like a mom and settle down and be domestic. But I will say this with full confidence, it doesn't matter which side of the fence Ben and Marlo on, even if they are on complete opposite sides of the field. If they would just communicate a little bit better, I'm sure they would come to a common understanding, a common ground. And I definitely hope and pray that through the LP, they can learn to develop that better communication, because right now Marlo is feeling a little swept under the rug. But hopefully today will definitely bring them together a little more closer as a couple and with their friends and family. Speaking of which, we have them arriving in literally less than 30 minutes. Ben has just completed everything that he needed to do with the garden. He's gonna go and load up the ingredients into the fizz maker. I want to call it like the fizzifier or something. I don't even know the actual name of this bad boy, but we're gonna go and create an apple fizz because, you know, Harvestfest, apples, fall, that type of a bag just seems really fitting. And then hopefully by the time everybody arrives, it will be indeed finished. So I need to go and purchase a bunch of tables and chairs. I think I invited like 7 guests or something. So I'm going to keep the chairs that we have now. I'm also going to pull the chair from the computer desk, and that should definitely suffice. Actually, on second thought, that table could come in handy. So I'm going to go and place this bad boy right here. And then I think I'm going to go and purchase one of these like refurbished dining room tables. There we go. There's a little setup. I wasn't sure if there was anything else that I needed to grab while we were in buy mode. But while Ben is doing that, I'm going to have Marlo go ahead and wrap up that conversation, which it looks like she's already done. Of course, Nani is more than welcome to come and join us for Harvestfest, but she does have a family to go home to, so she's going to do that instead. Now, I don't know who forgot to plant this bad boy, but I'm going to have, wait, hold on. Is it planted at all? I don't think it is. I wonder if I can set the gardening state. So we're just going to do planted. There we go. That fixed it. Let's start the party. Okay, cool. So we didn't like get anything in the oven, obviously, but that's okay. I'm going to just put up the decorations one more time here, just so we can complete that task. It looks like the first sim to arrive is Olive, which is so exciting. I'm going to have Mar go ahead and stop rummaging. She's happy with what's out right now. We're going to go and be thankful. We're going to give her a little hug. Thank you for coming. I'm also going to tie everybody into a little group. Ben needs to come over here and also kind of like engage with some of the guests. Mar is so excited. All right, so for dinner, I'm going to cook a little grand meal. We're going to do some tofurkey dinner. Tofurkey. I don't know how to say that. The reason being is Knox has just recently became a vegetarian, which is very exciting. And with that, he does have a gift for Ben and, of course, Marlo, because he is hoping they too will convert and be a little more eco-friendly and sustainable, I guess is the word. So we're going to go and make that tofu turkey dinner. Marlo wants to be friends with Benji. Everybody is here. We have invited literally all that we know. I also brought Jade, which I think is going to be interesting because her and Knox aren't like on the best of terms, especially after the last night when copious amounts of juice was involved. But for the most part, you know, we'll try to like keep it pretty cordial. So there isn't really like a hell of a lot to do at the moment, but I am hoping that everybody does even stay just for the, you know, the time that we have this party. We didn't even start fizzing because Ben is like 10-second Tom. He forgot. He also really is excited for the cow plant to grow because one of the things he's always wanted to do was to feed one of the magical creatures. So he's very excited about that. Hopefully this isn't going to take too long. It looks like poor Knox's mother Mary can't even wait. She wants to eat immediately, but it looks like that has already spoiled. I wish there was something Marlo could grab just for the time being, but she is making the gravy for the turkey, and Ben, instead of talking to the guests, are talking to the plants, which is kind of weird. So we're gonna thank for coming. We're also going to describe a new idea. I didn't know that we actually invited Cletus, but that's kind of cool. Jade, hold on. Ben, Jade, and Nox are actually talking a little bit. I love how she's still in her outfit from last night. So we're going to go and kind of help her out a little bit with that because that is quite embarrassing. So let's change her outfit to this bad boy right here, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love this outfit so much. She looks beautiful. She kind of like reminds me of like The Great Gatsby in that. I don't know if that's the right way to like, I don't even know if I'm like saying this correctly, but you know what I'm trying to say. All right, so it looks like Marlowe has successfully created this tofu turkey. So I'm very excited. She's also reached level 4. I love this so much. Oh, this makes me so happy. All right, is this done yet? How much longer? Not ready. I don't know if people can wait because like everybody's getting super duper hungry. Idealistically, I would have loved to have had our Harvestfest fizz ready for the No! Don't lay there! That you can't sleep here! No, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Oh, no. I am absolutely mortified and quite speechless if I'm being honest. Today is supposed to be a day of being thankful and getting together and like celebrating friends and family. And the worst possible thing that could happen to Nox has just freaking happened. His mother just passed right before his very eyes. Not to mention on Harvestfest of all days. As you guys can already see, Jade is absolutely heartbroken. She feels horrible. I'm going to add her to the family really quick so she can kind of do what she would naturally do. And that is obviously like try to like console Nox. This is odd, but I feel like in a way this is kind of going to bring them together. Even though they don't have the best relationship and they aren't like the greatest of friends. She feels horrible. Did Nox end up leaving? Oh, I love how Marlowe is consoling him as well. So awkward because Ben is still eating. Like this is not how he would react to his best friend's mom dying. Like, hello. But despite Ben being so nonchalant originally about the death of Mary, he's actually very devastated as well. So he's gonna come over and kind of talk to Nox, and they're gonna have a little moment over the situation. I'm trying very hard to be patient here, but Jade is starting to get on my last damn nerves, and I don't know what Ben is doing right now, but I have no freaking clue at all. Like, what is going on? I was going to have him kind of cry over the loss of Mary here. I am gonna let Jade go and grab something so that she isn't a freaking nuisance and she isn't in the way. Poor Nox though. Like, even though this reaction to everything is seriously so freaking butchered, so bad. I'm trying really hard to get them to have a moment, and poor Olive is even sad. The mood of this party, even though people are still trying to be like supportive, it's completely ruined. As one could imagine, after Mary passed away, things were just too awkward to continue on the party. So everybody went home, and Ben and Nox are just kind of having a little moment to talk about what had happened. And he's just trying to be there for his best friend the best as he possibly can. And just seeing his friend so devastated, so distraught is literally breaking his freaking heart. Even Marlowe is feeling really affected by the passing. So she's gonna go and offer to collect the fizz. I'm pretty positive nobody's going to want to drink that right now, especially after everything that had happened. But who knows? Maybe this will take the edge off of everything. We'll have to see. So Nox originally was going to spend the night, but obviously he should probably be there for his mother Blossom, especially because she just lost her wife and things are just really hectic right now. But things are also really just up in the air. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that I can't share with you quite just yet, but I will in due time. So there's just a lot of things to consider in Nox's world right now. So anyways, he also really does appreciate how how consoling Jade was when he was going through that breakdown there. Even though earlier I said this is quite possibly the worst timing, on second thought, I think this is the best timing, because at least when it happened, Nox was surrounded by a bunch of people, and you're probably wondering, well, what had happened? Mary suffered a heart attack at the table just as she was about to eat her freaking Harvestfest dinner. I know that is sad. It makes me want to cry. But at the end of the day, like, at least Nox was surrounded by people who love him and care for him, and so he wasn't alone in the experience. Like, literally everybody in town also was there. And another thing I will mention too is that, hold on, oh, Jade would like to come over and hang out. Is that okay? So she had left to go home, but as she was kind of driving, she felt like, you know, being with Nox, being by his side is where she should be. And even though this is kind of a private affair, Ben isn't going to turn her away. he asked, hey, Jade wants to come back for a little bit. Is that okay? Knox is like, sure, I'm probably going to be leaving soon anyway. Why not? More the merrier, you know, as he sarcastically said. But yeah, so she's gonna come back, and oh my God, that was super duper freaking quick. Like really, really quick. And you know, Knox is a little surprised by Jade's compassion. She was pretty stuck up at the club, a little rude if I might add. And so for her to like kind of be so caring, it's something he's never really experienced from a female before, other than his mother's, of course. He's never really had that compassion. So we ended up actually naming the fizz, I do believe we called it the Harvestfest Apple Fizz. So we're going to go and put this on the counter. I'm going to let everybody kind of enjoy the rest of the evening. And I guess I'll see you guys in the manana. Good morning, you guys. So right now we are at the community garden. Marlo had a few items that she absolutely needed to recycle because I don't know if we went through all of our bits, but we literally have none left, and she does need to create some eco parts, so we definitely needed to turn in some recyclables. Ben is at work today, which I don't even know how he brought himself to go in to work. He is a literal freaking wreck, and oh my goodness. Okay, so we ended up getting a lot of bits just from the small amount of garbage Mara had, which is amazing. Can't wait to go home and actually put those to good use. But while we're here, let's go ahead and take a little looks at the community garden. So nothing yet has harvested, but Marlo is doing her due diligence, and she's going to go ahead and plant a few things. I'm actually really excited to see this in full bloom. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, a little bit earlier, but when we were placing down the tables for Harvestfest, we actually had a meat wall, and that meat wall was gifted to us by Knox because he's a vegetarian, and he would really love for the other members of the community to also become vegetarians. So that is something that I can't wait to play with once we get home. Now, because Ben isn't here, and he's kind of like the head counsel when it comes to putting in the neighborhood action plans and all that jazz, I'm actually going to have Mar kind of step in for the gig really quick once she's finished doing whatever it is she's doing. She's also really hungry, so after this we'll probably go home and make a little lunch. So right now what is winning is the rock your body and mind. So self-sufficiency is also, wait, hold on, I'm just kidding. Tech support is actually at the front of the line. What am I even saying? Have you grown too comfortable with things just the way they are? Don't be caught NAPing on your community's technological progress. Working on programming, rocket science, or other methods, we can continue to make a world a better place through technology. I actually think maybe the self-sufficiency one might be pretty good. But also another one that, wait, hold on, sharing's caring. Sometimes Sims own a lot of things. Some Sims just own a little bit. See that bike sitting there? Ooh, speaking of which, Marlo definitely wants a bike. What better way to care for oneself than with the accountability of a whole community? This initiative puts the action back in the neighborhood action plans. Together, we can make sure all Sims in the neighborhood are practicing their fitness, keeping up their hygiene, looking good after their overall well-being, and boosting their influence while they're at it. I actually think that's great. I mean, we are putting so much effort into the community. Why not put a little bit of that effort back into ourselves? And I think we're gonna vote for this rock your body and mind action plan. Marlo is not a fanatic by any means when it comes to working out. Ben is actually somebody who is a lot more into athleticism. Oh my god, big words. So I think if he was here, he would absolutely be petitioning for the rock your body and mind action plan. So we're gonna go for it. Hopefully he's proud of us because, you know, I mean, it could be a slight chance that we messed that one up a little bit. Marlo did notice this little table over here, and I don't know if we can make any type of arrangement, but why not go ahead and play with this a little bit? I'm gonna do a holly centerpiece, or only 4 simoleons. We're gonna go ahead and try this out. Also, there was something else that I was going to have her do, but I totally freaking forgot. Speaking of eco upgrade parts, by the way, thank you to the amazing Sugar Booga who suggested the way to go about the whole like reader community action plan is to upgrade your appliances with these parts. Thank you so much. Tina, side note, she actually dropped one off yesterday, so we already have one prefabricated. Oh, now I remember what I was going to tell you. So we also picked up a gig, and the gig is no no flavor country. People keep talking about flavor country. I hate flavor country. I don't want to go to flavor country. I'm tired of all these flavorful beverages. I like my drinks boring. Make me some 2 Fizz. I hear it's the blandest thing next to water. So I don't know why this client wants us to make this, but with Marlowe just getting into fizzing herself, I think she is the perfect sim for the job because she literally doesn't know what she's doing. Watching her so excited about making this freaking bouquet is literally making my day. I kind of want her to make this so that she can deliver it to Nox's mom Blossom's house. So with that in mind, to make it extra super duper fancy, I'm gonna have Mar go and pick out a vase. Let's see what the confetti vase would look like really quick. She was actually going to the bathroom and I kind of like disrupted her. That is pretty, but I don't think it quite matches the overall aesthetic that we're going for. However, this bird nest vase might actually be a better option. Nox has researched the carrot plant. I don't know why I'm getting a notification for Nox, but I mean, okay, like keep it coming. I actually really like this one. I think Blossom would absolutely love this. So we are going to put this bad boy in our inventory, and I think once Ben gets home, we'll actually have him go and set up our meat wall. But before heading home, Marlowe really wanted to pay a visit to Blossom just to again verbalize her condolences, try to put her in a better mood, and ultimately give her the flower arrangement, which I think is seriously such a sweet little gift. I'm kind of nervous though because Blossom seems a little standoffish. I'm hoping she will accept my gift. Even though we aren't super close to Nox and his family, they are important. They are a huge influence in Port Promise, and just kind of having Marlowe feel these types of emotions is actually super duper refreshing to see because typically she's the one that is rather standoffish, and I don't know, it's just really sweet of her to do that. So I also wanted to go ahead and maybe like compliment her house a little bit. I don't know where Nox is headed off to. I'm gonna let him go and do his thing. Maybe we could just kind of hang out with Blossom for a little bit, just so she doesn't feel so lonely. This is a really big house, by the way, and you know, it definitely triggers a lot of memories of Mary living here because this was her dream to kind of build this beautiful, gorgeous house in the epicenter of Port Promise out of just refurbished materials. And at the end of the day, it's really just Mary's house. And so some of the things that she is kind of like confiding in Marlowe is the fact that she really just wants to move. She wants to start over fresh. So they're kind of discussing that while playing a little game of chess. And immediately when Nox comes over, the conversation ends. The thing is Nox would not want to move. Like he would not want to leave this place, but obviously because Blossom is Mary's wife, the house is hers, right? So there's just this kind of like really odd dynamic kind of happening, and immediately, oh my goodness, we have a great friendship started with Blossom. So I love how easy and effortless it is for Marlowe to like make friends and stuff like that. I think it's really sweet. So we're gonna talk about some dreams. We're just gonna build up a relationship a little bit. Like I said, I did want to be home by the same time that Ben walked in through the door because he's very eager to set up that meat wall. I also wanted to see if maybe financially, since we do have like, you know, quite a few simoleons in the bank, if we could go and place that order for, you know, the new container, and then also have Marlowe go and create some more of those eco upgrade parts. So Ben just got home, and as you can imagine, he had a really rough day at work. He did earn close to $700, which is crazy. That is a lot of freaking money, and surely but surely, you all, we are really going to be able to give this place a freaking huge overhaul. But a part of Marlowe doesn't really even want to do that, but like, I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool to start seeing this place come together a little more nicely and not be so shabby. Ben is cleaning the toilet because Marlowe never got to it, but he is going to take a quick little shower. She's actually just putting on a dinner, which just consists of a little spaghetti, nothing too serious. She's also gone ahead and turned on some rather relaxing music, and she is going to plate the table. I think she's actually listening to lullabies of all things, which is quite odd. You know what? Let's change the station celebration, Mar. We're gonna make it a little classical moment. We do have a bunch of the Harvest apple fizzes still on the table, so I'm probably gonna have her go and like grab a couple bottles of this. I don't want her to eat without Ben. He should be just about done with his shower, and he too is quite hungry. And then after that, we're gonna go and check out the meat wall. So there she is. She's grabbing her her drink. We're gonna just slide this plate of spaghetti over to her. We're gonna have he's already on it. I almost called him Matt, which is my boyfriend's name. That is so weird. I'm gonna have Matt grab some spaghetti. He does actually love spaghetti, so it would be really fitting. It'd be a very fitting mistake. What is Mara going to do right now? She just wanted to go and chat with Ben a little bit. I don't know where the hell they're going and what they're doing, but they're just kind of like talking a little bit here in the hallway. Does she like the apple fizz? Is she proud of it? Because girlfriend, you need to start taking in some serious inspiration because you're up next. Green at Knoxburg. Are you serious? Knox Greenberg is wondering if I want to go over to his house and hang out. Now, obviously, Ben would love nothing more, and I wish there was a way for Ben just to go by himself. There's mods for that. I'm probably going to install him for that exact reason because it'd be cool for him to be able to go and then Mark can stay back and do her thing. But we're going to make it for tomorrow just because we did get home rather late. We're feeling kind of stressed and, you know, it would just be a lot to do all that right now. So is Mar feeling up to the job? She's still a little hungry, but I'm going to have her come over here and load up some ingredients. I don't know exactly what it is that she has, but do we need to do anything in particular? We just need to make tofu's. Okay. It's underneath wait, hold on. Soybeans. Oh, that's what it's made out of? Just soybeans? Oh, we've got plenty of those. Perfect. What is she wearing right now? Because it looks really cute. Oh, she's in her cold weather wear. Oh my God, it's so cute. Okay, so let's go over here and load up a bunch of soybeans. We have like 80 soybeans in total, which is insane. That is so many freaking soybeans. How much is this worth? $457. The money is starting to really rake in. In the beginning, they were like dirt poor, but slowly but surely, it is starting to kind of like, you know, we're starting to really climb up there. We're very excited about that. So while Mar is waiting for the rest of her tofu's to, I was gonna say fornicate, but that's definitely not the word. Ferment. I don't know how to say the word, but the other one is definitely not the word. She's gonna grab a little spaghetti and sit next to Ben and kind of chat a little bit. He is feeling, you know, a little sentimental. He's starting to really realize how short life is, and I know one of the things that Mar has been kind of thinking in the back of her head is like, wow, we've been in this relationship for a really long time, and like he hasn't even asked to like marry me or look at. Are you frickin' kidding me? I literally called it. I swear on my existence, you guys, on my life. I didn't even know that this was a whim, but I literally called it. I told you, I know me Sims like the freaking back of me manitos. Yes, she has been wondering for the longest time, when is he going to propose? And the thing is he still doesn't have the want to do that. So I'm getting a little nervous because obviously homegirl over here really does want to get engaged to Ben. Like, she just feels like it's time. So Ben is very sleepy, but like I promised, I did want to show you guys the meat wall that Knox gifted us. And this is what it looks like. So here it is, and here's the little slab of meat. Now, in order to acquire one of these, you actually have to be level 5 in the, I think it's like green something. It's in the civil designer career. But then it's like the other opposite track that Ben took. So hypothetically speaking, if we never would have been gifted this from Knox, we probably never would have been able to actually play with this item. So I swear to God, he like always comes through. See what I'm saying? Like everything's a little awkward over here now. So like I don't even know where to put the meat wall. I thought about moving the grubs and then putting it here, but maybe I could just like kind of move these guys all like to the side, and then we can move this bad boy there. This is looking really silly. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, I guess. I'm being a little dramatic, but you know what I'm saying? Like eventually I would love to like be able to have a, hold on, should I have him go massage this? Let's go do it. This is so weird. I would love for him to have like a proper garden, either on top of his house or, you know, somewhere around. I think on the top might be a little hard. I don't know, we'll have to figure it out. He's massaging the meat, literally. This is so cute. He's punching it. Oh, I love that. We can even harvest it too, by the way. We can sell the meat in the area. We can sell meat cubes. We can harvest the meat in the area. We could harvest all. I'm kind of wanting to sell the meat in the area, so I don't know what that does, but we're gonna go and sell it, and voila, we actually made $14. This was a full slab of meat there. Super exciting stuff. I'm actually really pumped about seeing the rest of this. So Mar, on the other hand, she is done with her I think it's not ready yet. So we should probably have her go over. Oh God, we don't even have a chair. Like, I need to clean up all this crap actually. So I think, because I'm pretty positive we're gonna have more guests in the future, I'm just going to move everything in our inventory. I don't know if we had 4 chairs or not, but I'm just gonna have the 3 there. And then I'm thinking of maybe putting back this chair, or which one was it? It was the blue one, wasn't it? Okay, so we'll put back the blue chair, and then I'm gonna grab this green guy here. I actually really love this table so freaking much, like way more than this one, but because we do kind of entertain quite often, it makes a lot of sense to keep that. So I don't know if I want to do this, but I kind of would like to spruce up our bedroom a little bit, at least with a very simple wallpaper, nothing too fancy. I think I'll even go in with this guy. Would this look, oh God, this looks so weird. I actually am really attached to the siding, so maybe I won't mess with that, and we'll just worry about our job, which is what I was going to do originally. But I need to like think about how I want to like renovate this place. I'm really excited to do so. Yeah, so I mean, like, everything is just kind of moving quite quickly, and Mars a little confused, like, why hasn't Ben proposed? He's explaining the meat wall to her. That's actually really cute. Maybe we will. This is ethical meat, by the way. It's not real meat. So, you know, I mean, or what is it called? Would it be the word ethical? I'm not sure. It's, gosh, I don't know what it would be called. It's faux meat. It's a little more like, you know, eco-friendly, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to play around with that a little bit more. Maybe they will become vegetarians, but just with everything like right now kind of being amazing at life, it makes sense that they would progress forward in the relationship, but things are kind of at a standstill. And again, she just feels like Ben is so kind of like infatuated with this port promise pledge that he's forgetting the life that they had promised together. So anyway, try not to get frustrated. Again, it's not a reflection of how much they love each other by any means. It's just, you know, sometimes this stuff happens, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna collect our fizz, and who is at my door right now? Jade, hey. Oh my God, it is so late. Yes, Tofiz, let's invite in Jade. I hope everything's okay. I don't know why and what she's wearing. It's a little bit of a mess right now. It's quite tragic, actually. I don't know why she wanted to come, but can we send our fizz to the client? We should be able to. There we go. We're going to send this to the client for approval. And holy guacamole. We got 300 freaking simoleons from that. 300 simoleons. So am I feeling a little hungry? No, not really. But I kind of want Jade to, I mean, it's weird that she's here on Saturday. Like, a part of me kind of thinks that maybe like going to the bar for a little bit and just, you know, having like a little girls' night, even though it's 12 o'clock, might be exactly what the doctor ordered. Jade and Mar just arrived at the newly renovated Caboose Bar, and I'm really excited to get into this night because this place is looking right, y'all. It is more like a lounge at this point and less like a dive as it was kind of like in the earlier days of Port Promise. Obviously, with everything kind of going green and the city, or the town rather, getting back on its feet, there's a lot more revenue being generated so they can invest into the buildings like this. And there's also a ton of tourists flooding in, so they thought it would be very, like, you know, worth their while to kind of give this place a new, fresh look. So right now the ladies are enjoying, of course, some soft shadow wine or juice, shall I say. And I think this is a really good place to kind of go ahead and wrap up this episode because it's also kind of dragging on a little bit. So obviously, as you can imagine, Marlowe has a lot of things to talk to Jade about. She wants to know what's going on between her and Knox, and obviously Jade too kind of wants to know what's going on with her and Ben. They've been together a very long time, and he has yet to pop the question. And up until recently, like, it's just something that she hasn't really thought of. I mean, she's thought about it, but she hasn't really thought about it until like literally these last few weeks. But she has no idea that Ben too has kind of been feeling a little sentimental about the big question after the passing of Mary. It's something to think about because life in reality has proven to be very, very, very short. So I guess in the next few episodes, we'll really be able to see how strong Ben and Mars relationship is. If you guys want to kind of chime in and let me know what you're all thinking in the comments down below, feel free to do so. And with that said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead, comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
We won't hide in the crowd.